Hello everyone, in this video we will study about common mode response with mismatch. So now we study the effect of input common mode variation if the circuit is asymmetric and tail current source suffers from a finite output impedance. We have already seen that the current source cannot have an infinite output impedance. It can have finite output impedance. We will consider that, and we will also consider that the circuit can be asymmetric. Suppose as shown in figure, we have taken that RD1, the resistance RD1 is equals to RD, and resistance RD2 is equals to RD plus del RD. Okay, where this del RD denotes the small mismatch and the circuit is otherwise symmetric. We have shown that the circuit is not symmetric. To show the asymmetric in the circuit, we have taken this resistance as RD and this resistance as RD plus del RD. We have also assumed that lambda and gamma is equals to 0, that is channel length modulation body effect is 0 for M1 and M2, and this M1 and M2 act as a source follower. You can see over here that the input is applied at the gate and output is taken from the drain terminal. M1 and M2 both act as a source follower, and they raise a VP. This voltage is VP by, we can say that they raise a voltage VP by del VP is equals to by VP, and del VP is equals to RSS, again applying a Thevenin rule, RSS plus 1 upon 2 GM into del V in Cm. Okay, now we are interested upon the effect on Vx and Vy due to the increase in V in Cm. Okay, since this M1 and M2 are identical, so ID1 and ID2 increases by, the current in ID1 and ID2 increases by Gm upon 1 plus 2 Gm RSS, and Vx and Vy changes by a different amount, that is Vx changes as negative of del V in Cm Gm upon 1 plus 2 Gm RSS. Okay, we simply solve term this term into Rd. This is again a Thevenin rule we have applied over here, that del Vx changes due to the increase in V and Cm by Gm upon 1 plus 2 Gm RSS into Rt, where Vy changes due to the change in V in Cm by negative of del V in Cm Gm upon 1 plus 2 Gm RSS Rd plus del Rt. This is the resistance Rd2. Okay, Rd2, this resistance. Thus, a common mode change at the input introduces the differential component at the output. And we can say that the circuit exhibits common mode to differential conversion. So this common mode change at the input introduces the differential component at the output, and we say that the circuit exhibits common mode to differential conversion. So this is a critical problem because if the input of a differential pair includes the differential signal and a common mode noise, the circuit corrupts the amplified differential signal by the input Cn change. So this effect is illustrated in this figure below, that here when we have applied this common mode change in this differential signal. Okay, so this differential pair corrupts this amplified differential signal, okay, by the input Cn change. So this is illustrated using this figure, the effect of common mode noise on our amplified differential signal. At the output, we can say that the amplified differential signal is corrupted due to the input Cn noise. Okay, so we make two observations. First, that as the frequency of the common mode disturbance increases, the total capacitance, this capacitance which shunt the tail current source, introduces larger tail current variation, and thus even if the output resistance of the current source is high, okay, If this output resistance of this current source is high, common mode to differential conversion becomes significant at higher frequency. Okay, so this figure illustrates that at higher frequencies we are taking that is it is significant the common mode to differential where, so we have considered a capacitance which is shunting a current source. So we have seen at higher frequency when the output resistance of current source is also high, this common mode to differential concept becomes significant at higher frequency. Okay, let us take an another mismatch. Let me clear all my drawing. Let us take an another mismatch, that is due to the M1 and M2. As shown in this figure below, the two transistors carry slightly different current and exhibit unequal transconductance. Up till now, we have assumed that the differential pair is fully symmetric, and now we are taking the considering asymmetry between these two transistors by having different current and exhibiting unequal transconductance. Okay, so first calculate the small signal gain from this V in Cn x and y. At x and y, we use the equivalent of this figure B. Okay, we can write it down. ID1 can be given as simply GM1 V in Cm Vp. Okay, that is the VGS. The GM is simply ID upon VGS. So ID1 is equals to GM1 V in Cm minus Vp, and ID2 is equals to GM2 V in Cm minus Vp. Okay, and we know that the sum of these two current ID1 plus ID2 RSS is equals to Vp. Okay, the voltage at this terminal Vp. If we use then this ID1 plus ID2 into the resistance RSS is equals to Vp. Okay, so the total current in this branch is equals to ID1 plus ID2. So the voltage drop is Vp is equals to ID1 plus ID2 into RSS. Okay, solving this term, we can write Vp is equals to Gm1 plus Gm2. Substituting ID1 into this and ID2 here into this, we get Vp is equals to Gm1 plus Gm2 upon Gm1 plus Gm2 RSS plus 1 into V in Cm. Now we are obtaining the output voltage Vx and Vy, and they can be simply written as minus Gm1 Vx here can be written as minus GM1 V in Cm into Vp into RT. This is simply again we are using the same Thevenin rule. Okay, and here substituting the value of this Vp, we can have Vx is equals to Gm1 upon Gm plus Gm2 RSS plus 1 RTV in Cm, and Vy is given as negative of Gm2 Gm1 plus Gm2 RSS plus 1 RTVSM. Taking the differential component at the output is given as Vx minus Vy Gm1 minus Gm2 Gm1 plus Gm2 RSS plus 1 RTVCM. Okay, so we can say in the other words that the circuit converts the input Cm variation into a differential error by a factor which is equals to ACM minus DM. So it converts the CM variation into the DM, that is the differential error, and it is given by ACM minus ADM, that is equals to del GM. Del GM is the difference between the transconductance of the two transistors M1 and M2, GM1 minus GM2 into RT upon GM1 plus GM2 RSS plus 1. Basically, this term depicts CM to DM conversion, common mode to differential mode conversion. Okay, and for a meaningful comparison of differential circuit, we can normalize the undesirable component which is produced by CM variation to the wanted differential output which result from the amplification. Okay, so we define the common mode rejection ratio as the desired gain ADM, upon ACM minus ADM. This is the normalizing the wanted differential output resulting from amplification to the undesirable component. Okay, if only GM mismatch is considered, now we can have this differential mode. Assume that Vn1 is negative of Vn2, that we have done in one of the examples where we use the concept of half circuit to find the differential Vn. Okay, we can find ADM is equals to RD by 2 GM1 plus GM2 4 GM1 GM2 RSS upon 1 plus GM1 plus GM2 RSS. And we can write the common mode ratio, rejection ratio as GM1 plus GM2 4 GM1 plus GM2 RSS upon 2 GM. Okay, this we have already derived in the last slide, and substituting both the values in this common mode rejection ratio, we get this. Further, solving this, writing this GM as the mean of, let me use the pen, we can write GM as the mean of value of GM1 plus GM2 by 2. Okay, so it can be written as GM upon del GM 1 plus 2 GM RSS. And in practice, if all mismatches must be taken into account, and we note that 2 GM RSS is greater than 1, and we can write as CMR is equals to 2 GM square RSS upon 10 9. So this is when all the mismatches are taken into account and 2 GM RSS is greater than 1. Okay, so this is simple for the common mode rejection ratio. You can find common mode. The term itself signifies what it is all about. The term common mode rejection ratio. So it is the ratio when the common mode is considered, and what we are doing, we are rejecting. We are rejecting the undesired differential component which is produced by the common mode variation. Okay, so in this particular ratio, we are normalizing that component by dividing it by wanted differential output which result from the amplification, that is amplified differential output, that is ADM. Okay, so this is simple about common mode rejection ratio. Okay, we are varying the common mode input voltage and finding out the desired to undesired component. In the next lecture we will study about differential pair with MOSFET. Thank you.